thanks for watching Father Son Reviews. I'm the father.
And I'm the other son.
And today we're going over The Long Night, Game of Thrones, Episode 3.
I thought it was honestly fantastic. I really enjoyed the whole battle.
Fantastic. That's all you got to say?
I mean, that's like the first adjective that comes to mind.
It's the best of anything that's ever been on TV, period. I don't give a damn if it's MASH or Cheers or CSI. This is the best thing I've ever seen on TV, period.
It's at the very least up there for me.
What's better?
You hate my opinions about anime, so...
Oh, God. Anime.
Exactly.
Anime your ass on at my house.
Eh.
This is the best thing that's ever been on TV. We're not talking about Netflix or anything. We're talking about freaking TV.
Anime's on TV. Whatever.
Anyway, now that I'm exhausted from that.
Well, right out of the gate, the build-up was unbelievably intense.
Yeah, how it starts on Sam's hands and he's all shaking.
And I don't think anybody speaks for at least, like, I want to say, like, 10 minutes. No one even speaks. There's hardly even a sound. It's mostly just wind.
Yeah, I think it's Lyanna Mormont. It kind of scares Sam when she's yelling at somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ooh!
Yep. That's about it.
And speaking of that badass little shit, I mean, stabbing the freaking dude in the eye, the giant.
Oh, yeah.
That was insane. That was a great payoff for that character.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she's kind of a D-list character, she's not very important. But, I mean, come on, man. You got to respect that little kid like that's taking control of her house and her troops. Even though there's only like 50 of them or so, but still, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Heck of a way to go out for her.
Yeah, and Jorah protecting. I thought Daenerys was dead meat. Then Jorah comes in there, and man, that was a great sequence. Just him protecting her, taking stab wounds, and keeps going until everyone else. When the threat's done, then he goes down. That was great.
It reminded me a little bit of the scene with Boromir towards the end of Fellowship of the Ring. It reminded me a little bit of that.
Yeah. Very a lot of Lord of the Rings reminiscent stuff with this episode, and that was done purposely, and it was done to perfection. I thought, of course they have their own Game of Thrones stamp on everything, but this was done excellent work. And Dollar said, we knew he was probably going to die. He was the new king of or Lord of the hell they call that, Lord something.
Which one?
The Night's Watch guy.
Lord Commander?
Lord Commander, yeah, he was the new Lord Commander.
Yep. He got.
Yeah, well. And Theon went out pretty damn respectively. I've hated this character since the first episode. I hated him. All the way up until this one. This is the first time I've ever kind of liked the guy. And, yeah, he showed, I would say he showed some balls, but I don't think he showed some that used to be there. Let's put it that way. And Melisandre shows up and saves everybody's butt.
Oh yeah.
I mean, outside of Arya, she is the one that saves everybody. She puts Arya in motion. She sets the whole moat on fire.
Heck yeah.
She does all the work you needed her to. That's what you were hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. A reason to like, because she was been a very interesting, very cool character, but one that kind of the show made you hate. That man, such a great job.
Didn't do a ton of good with the Dothraki though.
Well,
that was
gave him a little bit of hope. For a moment.
But that was really cool how they did that though. Like with the.
It looked cool, but at the same time you're like, oh come on.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's true. But I think like the thing that was like really awesome about that, well, for one, like all the flames extinguishing, but also like whenever they clashed with the dead, it looked like a tidal wave of corpses coming towards them. It was insane.
It was a quick flash, but yeah.
Yeah, it looked like they were climbing over each other just to get at the Dothraki, which was very possible, honestly.
Yeah, well, the first thing you saw was, was a big giant in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn.
Yeah, that too.
This isn't going to go well.
No, not at all.
I don't know how well thought out that was, just to send a Dothraki right in the middle of them.
I guess they were hoping for too much.
I don't know what the hell they were hoping for, but I think they're a little underestimated.
Well, I mean, the Dothraki, that's pretty much all they do is they fight out in the open. They charge in head first. They don't really defend keeps. They're always fighting out in the open. That's all they do.
I guess so. I guess that
was
just
the best bet for the Dothraki.
That wasn't their fight, I guess. But let's get to Arya though.
Yeah.
Man, talk about some ninja assassin crap. Just perfect payoff for Arya. All the training, all the Rocky montages that we had to go through, and Braavos pay off at the end, and she gets the good stab. That was, dude. I don't know anybody who wasn't just like, hell yeah, right at that moment.
Absolutely.
I mean, just going through it just looked like everything was done and lost, and everyone was going to die, and here comes Arya.
And what honestly made that so much better was the fact that the Night King saw her and turned around and grabbed her, just to give you that last little bit of anxiety before she finally actually planted that killing blow.
Yeah,
that was a really, really
dropping the knife and catching it with the other hand. That was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet.
And how in the behind the scenes thing that they did at the end, they explained that was where the children planted the dagger in him in order to create
the same
him.
spot.
So it's the same spot. So very lucky, but very good. It was a nice shot.
It's a killing spot.
Yeah.
So she's trained for that. And one thing that does need to be addressed, though, because I have seen a lot of videos online of people actually kind of disappointed a little bit. And the reason being because there's been so many man hours, so many videos made about Azor Ahai, or the prince that was promised. Have you heard of any of this crap?
Is this something that's like in the books, but not in the
pretty
show?
much, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a messianic prophecy, of a coming Messiah kind of thing, and that's what Azor Ahai is supposed to be, the person that's going to deliver them from all evil, deliver them from the Night King, and end the long night and all that kind of stuff.
Honestly, the only person that I feel actually remotely fits that description would, I don't know, maybe Daenerys or Jon.
That was what everyone was thinking. And everyone was kind of caught off guard when it was Arya that killed the Night King. Like, she can't be Azor Ahai. Well, let me just end everything right here and say, 'cause she ain't.
There's no Azor Ahai.
No,
not in the show.
Not in the show. Thank you very much.
You got to distinguish.
Azor Ahai. That word has never been uttered in the show, and these morons kept making videos and their little theories and like, oh, I wonder who's going to be Azor Ahai. I wonder who's going to be Azor Ahai. Well, when they don't say Azor Ahai, then no one can fucking be Azor Ahai. That's all I've been. I don't know. I want to strangle people with this crap. And what they hang their hat on is Melisandre had talked about the prince that was promised several times, which that's like it's like Azor Ahai is the prince that was promised.
Well, like the thing that kind of rubs me a bit wrong about that is that if you were to compare that kind of stuff to the Azor Ahai stuff, then
well, it's the same thing. It is the same thing.
It's blatantly saying like there is no Azor Ahai because she was wrong about everything. Everyone's saying like this is promised, this one's promised.
Thank you.
And it's no one. It ends up being Arya. So that completely trashes all that. I mean, Stannis
that's who she thought was the prince that was promised.
Stannis was supposed to be Azor Ahai, but
according to Melisandre. And that's Melisandre's whole arc in the show is she's wrong about everything. She's right about the Lord of Light having some kind of plan, some kind of grand plan to deal with the long night, but she's completely wrong on how she handles it. I mean, she murders Stannis' brother so that Stannis can have the main, he can have a full way to the throne.
She wholeheartedly believed.
Oh yeah, she had Stannis' daughter burnt at the stake, the little girl.
Yeah,
and all this kind of crap, and she was wrong. She was not coming at it from her faith perspective. She was coming at it as like a cult leader, and she was like basking in her own power and all this crap. It was like one of those tent revival preachers that are trying to get your money and healing people, and they're juggling snakes and crap instead of actually preaching from the Word of God and doing the right thing. That's what Melisandre was. She was a snake oil salesman, basically. And
essentially, yeah.
And she got Stannis killed because he was never meant to be that. And he wasn't even killed by the Lannisters. He was killed by the freaking Boltons. So, I mean, it wasn't even like the main enemy. And he was just destroyed.
Yep.
It was,
the Boltons are powerful, but, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's not the
Stannis
Lannisters.
Stannis should have been able to beat him.
So I'm saying it wasn't the Lannisters were far more powerful.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was killed off by the secondary group. Wasn't even the main group.
Yeah. They were Bannermen.
Exactly. Melisandre was completely wrong. She was called out for it. She left in disgrace. And then when she got she went to I forgot where the country she said she was going, or the place. But apparently that's where a lot of the Lord of Light people are from. A lot of, it's like a Baptist seminary of Lord of the Light people.
Well, it might have.
So she went there to get some church, get some faith, but kind of get redirected. So when she came back to this episode, she was actually doing what she was meant to do, and it has nothing to do with the prince that was promised. She ain't got nothing to do with that.
She could have been going to like Essos somewhere, like Slaver's Bay.
I think that's what I think it was Essos.
Because like they seem to be very prominent over there, especially in like Marine when they were talking to Daenerys over there.
Yeah, it was somewhere over there, and like I said, I think she went back to get the new direction to find out exactly what the Lord of Light wanted her to do instead of her doing what she wanted to do. And so for all these people who wasted all this time and man hours, now you're all disappointed. Shut up, just watch the damn show.
And just because it like doesn't...
The writers are better than y'all, so just watch what they do instead of... Ugh.
Honestly, it would have been a lot more disappointing to me if it ended up being Jon Snow. I thought it was going to be Jon Snow who was going to kill him, but that's what literally everyone thought, that it was going to be Jon Snow. And if he like somehow manages to overcome the Night King's powers, that's a bit far-fetched. Not gonna lie, Jon Snow is a good swordsman, but I mean the Night King took out a dragon with a single spear. You can't really fight.
It's tough.
Arya, sorry to say, Arya's cool, but she got very lucky. But she was the only person who
It was kind of fate.
Yeah.
It was kind of fate.
She was the only person, I think, who could have actually pulled that off.
Who could have snuck up on him.
Which is why it makes sense, and it was honestly unexpected because you just didn't really think about it until right there towards the end.
Now, at first, the one thing that kind of did disappoint me is I thought the Night King was going to go down to King's Landing first and wipe out Cersei. And then, of course, goes straight into Winterfell, and what happens in episode 3.
But no,
I thought the Night King was going to go down south, deal with Cersei, and
that's the smarter move.
But of course, a lot of people have been disappointed that the Night King's all of a sudden dead after episode 3, and I was kind of like, man, where do you go from there? But upon further review, the person they have set up this entire time through the entire show to be the main villain, the bad guy, is Cersei. I mean, think about it. Ned Stark had to die to make her that. So did Robert Baratheon, Joffrey, Tommen. Look at all the people that were killed off for Cersei to be able to take the throne and have her place. All that time dealing with the High Sparrow and all this crap, having just this incredible arc Cersei's been on for these last 7 seasons to get to where she is now.
And think how much that's just destroyed her mind.
Yeah, but think about last season. All right, last season, she comes face-to-face with Daenerys for the first time. Daenerys has 2 dragons, has all the Unsullied, all those Dothraki blood riders. I mean, and what did Jaime do? Jaime's like, we have no shot. We're dead. We can't. This is an unwinnable war. Cersei knew that. That's why she backed out of not going north and fighting with them and fighting the Night King. Because she knew, she's not leaving this throne. She done went through too much to get it. You're going to have to kill her to get her off of it.
Yep.
Period. So what did she do? Y'all go ahead and fight that dude. If he beats y'all, then yeah, I'm dead. But you know what? I'm dead if I try to fight Daenerys. So the only chance I have is for y'all guys to be able to defeat the Night King. And then all of a sudden all your forces are cut in half, or actually less, because there's no Dothraki.
Nope.
Most of the Unsullied are dead. The only thing she has left are those damn annoying Northmen who don't want to bend the knee to nobody.
Not really.
So,
well, she's still got 2 dragons.
well, it takes
Still
manpower too, though.
It does. You can't take a city with just 2 dragons. You'd have ashes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
But so really, it was just upon the writers. It was basically, okay, how do we even this up? God damn. It was a genius level thing for the writers to develop Cersei in the way they did, and then use this war with the Night King to decimate the forces of Daenerys to make it a more even playing field. Or actually, Cersei now I think she has the advantage. She's definitely got the manpower.
I think they said that she has I want to say 20,000 with the Iron Bank.
Golden Company.
Golden Company, that's right.
No, she got them without the Iron Bank.
Yeah, and I honestly do want to say though that it makes sense that the Night King didn't go to King's Landing, and because it kind of follows his nature. He's never been one to fully strategize. He's always been one to just gather up the numbers and then just hit everywhere full force. So it makes sense that he just went full force into Winterfell.
There's also a reason why Winterfell is called Winterfell, is because during the last long night, the last time the Night King and his forces came south, they were defeated at Winterfell. That's where winter fell.
That makes sense. I didn't know that, but
I didn't know that either. There are some good YouTubers out there that have some great content, combine information from the books, and I love to watch this stuff. So I'm not shitting all over every YouTuber out there. There's just too many Azor Ahai morons. Anyway, so actually upon that kind of review, it made sense for him to go to Winterfell. That's where he was destined to go anyway.
Yep.
That was his main target the whole time, was take out Winterfell, because that's where he was defeated the last time.
And of course he dies right there in the Godswood.
Yep. Right there where they struck the pact with him the first time.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense that would be where he met his end.
Overall, just a great, fantastic episode. Just had me on the edge of my seat the whole time, freaking out. I know a lot of it, especially the first part of it, was dark, hard to see what was going on, but that was, to me, what built up this great tension when they're, a whole front line of troops are staring out into this void of darkness, and you just hear this rumbling and hissing and crap just coming closer and closer and closer. It was, man, that was freaking, I was gripping my chair, man. I was like, damn.
You can see about as much as the army can.
Yeah, like nothing. Until they're right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Well, any predictions going forward?
Honestly, after this curveball, I don't think I can predict anything else that goes on. I can predict that Cersei's gonna get got, but that's about it.
Well, yeah, the next thing is just, how in the hell are they going to defeat Cersei without destroying the whole city and killing a bunch of civilians with dragons?
You know what? I don't know what's going to happen with Bronn now.
Yeah.
Cause
I don't think he's going to pull the trigger on him.
No, I don't. I don't think so either.
He'll really think about it.
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe he might end up at Winterfell going after them, but might end up getting caught up in the battle at the last second, but that didn't happen. The last time we saw him was whenever Cersei gave him the crossbow.
Well, it was in King's Landing, so he hadn't had time to get all the way to Winterfell yet. And it's a trip. It takes a while.
It is.
So, he may be somewhere outside the city. He may meet up with him in the next episode. I don't know. But I think, well, pretty much all of my predictions went to hell. All my theories are crap, which is fine. I just like to do it to see if I think I was right on maybe 2 small little things, but all the big stuff, totally wrong. So I got another big prediction.
Oh, man.
I think the Iron Bank has still got a role to play here. They've been built up for too long, all the way till last season. All this crap actually the Battle of Blackwater Rush. That's when the Dothraki and Drogon came in there and
Yeah.
took out a bunch of crap. Well, they got all the gold inside the gate so they could pay the Iron Bank. And I remember the guy saying, "Well, we're gonna miss all that interest, all the interest payments." Spoken like a true crappy banker.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think the Iron Bank likes Cersei. I don't think they trust
No.
her. I think they had a certain respect for Tywin, but not for Cersei.
Not at all. I think I'll agree with Mom that they might end up turning on Cersei, at least a little bit.
She got that from me, by the way.
Yeah.
I talked to her about that.
Okay.
I think the Iron Bank, I don't know for sure. I mean, this is a stretch, but it's possible they may pay off the Golden Company. Whatever Cersei gave you, we'll give you triple that. Turn around and go the other way.
Maybe.
That's just what I'm thinking. I don't know. But if I was the Iron Bank, I may want to side with, I don't know, somebody that people like a little bit more, who may want to help her build this kingdom back up, and someone who, because I don't know if Cersei wants to get back into debt or do any kind of business with the Iron Bank.
No idea.
She kind of looks at them like in disgust, and she always has. Every time you've mentioned money and gold in the Iron Bank, in previous episodes when she was on the King's Council and all that, or the Small Council, she was just, you could just tell she was just disgusted by any of the talk of money. So, and of course, the Iron Bank, they love talk of money. So, and
honestly, so did Tywin. That's probably why they.
But after all the war, Daenerys is going to need some dinero to rebuild all this stuff. Hey, that was pretty damn good. I'm sorry.
That's pretty.
That was off the top of the head. But yeah, she's going to need some money, and Cersei's not going to really want to do business with him. Daenerys probably will. Plus, she has dragons. Plus, she'll have the respect of the people. I think if they give it a really long look on who they can trust, Daenerys pretty much already rules all the places in the east. Ethos and formerly Slaver's Bay and all that kind of stuff. What's the place of the pyramid? Meereen?
That's Meereen, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she renamed that whole place Dragon's Bay or something like that.
Probably, yeah. Not Slaver's Bay, Dragon's Bay. But basically, she rules that whole spot. She got people there ruling it for her.
Yeah.
And she's kind of letting those people decide what they're going to do. Well, I guarantee you, they're becoming customers of the Iron Bank, and the Iron Bank kind of like that, because they're having to rebuild all their crap. And they need capital.
I doubt that Daenerys herself will, really negotiate fully with the Iron Bank. I feel like it'll be more a thing that Tyrion and Varys kind of convince her to do.
Or they can do it behind her back.
That's awesome. I don't know about behind her back, but I feel like.
Well, yeah, Tyrion's got something to prove now. He's screwed up several times, so if he can get the Iron Bank on their side, that can, and especially keep them, have them turn against Cersei.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they do. They fund your enemy if they don't like you and they want to get rid of you. And now that they got all the gold that they were owed, they no longer have any kind of ties to Cersei. They don't care about Cersei anymore.
They need another.
They don't have to. Yeah, before it was just
source of
it was protecting. It was protecting their investment in the Seven Kingdoms under Lannister rule. Now that they're paid off, they don't have to worry about their investment. They got that. They got the gold.
Yep.
They got the gold. So that's my last prediction for the season, is that the Iron Bank will turn on Cersei and help Daenerys and Aegon Targaryen win the day.
I still can't call him Aegon. It's too weird. I gotta call him Jon.
Fine. Jon Targaryen.
Okay.
Well, you got anything else left on this amazing freaking episode?
Nope.
Trying to think if there was anything left. Who else died that we didn't cover? So we got Theon, we got Jorah, we got
I can't think of anyone
Lyanna
else.
Mormont.
Can't think of anyone else that died. Sam Tully's
Dolorous Ed.
Sam Tully's still a little bit in the wind. We saw him get piled on, but we didn't actually see him die.
Yeah, when it comes to characters like that, you're going to see them die when they die.
Yeah.
All right, that's
shockingly
4.
A lot of people lived.
Melisandre. Well, 7 people died. Night King's dead. There's one other one I'm missing somewhere. Beric. Barrick, Eye Patch,
That's right.
Flaming
I
Sword
can
guy.
never remember that guy's name.
Yeah, Barrick.
Yeah, he got.
Well, I mean, look, he saved Arya's butt.
That's true. He went out.
Which that
he
was
went out
really
good.
that was really cool. Melisandre's like, well, hey, Lord of Light brought him back, whatever it was, 7 times, just so he could save Arya that one time. And so next week, I guess we'll get to see a lot of funerals, funeral pyres, fires.
And some feasting. It looked like from the previews.
And speaking of previews, Ghost is alive. Ghost is alive. Damn it!
We didn't
Both
really
dragons
see
are alive.
We didn't really see a whole lot of him in the fight.
We saw him charge.
That's about
with
it.
the Dothraki, and then I was like, "Oh man, damn it, he died." But no, saw him in the preview. Ghost lives.
They can't kill a ghost.
Can't kill a ghost. No truer words have ever been spoken. And on that note, thanks for watching Father Son Reviews. Bye.